Yeah, so what we would have done is we would have run. Actually, we did the descent checklist already. Never mind. I keep forgetting the checklist I'm using is not the company checklist.
Hmm.
So it's set up differently. We actually run 2 checklists coming down, and the one that we're using only has 1.
We'll be landing in about 8 minutes. It looks like. All right, so we're supposed to be at Brando at 9,000. So I'm gonna set 9,000 in the MCP.
And to be honest, yeah, so that's the last altitude on there. That's right. As long as you're an VNAV, you're protected altitude-wise. It's going to keep you above all those restrictions.
When's it gonna start that descent? Because I'm 22 miles away. It looks like. Oh, there it comes. There's the vertical profile coming in, the magenta, right there. There we go. And the plane's gonna start down. Hopefully, it's gonna start down. Doesn't look like it is. Uh-oh.
All right. So what you can do is hit
let's
altitude
let it
intervention.
think for a second. I think it's... Yeah, the deviation's off now. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'd go up
altitude
to
intervene.
Yep.
All right.
And I would use boards at this point.
Okay. Board's coming out.
1,000 feet or less, you can fix. Once you start getting more than 1,000 feet off altitude coming downhill, it gets kind of hard. We are in an 800 though, so it slows down a little better coming downhill than a 700.
Mm.
Yeah, my program for my stuff isn't working now. Darn it. The views.
The views aren't working?
I got to reprogram up. I'll do that later. But if you come down to the MCP, you can also use this the descent page. And if you look, you can see the dotted line on that. If you look at the top, right above it, at the right, you see that D/S of 1018. That is your descent rate you need right at this moment to make the next altitude fix. So you can also use that to help you.
Okay. Back on profile. Read my lips. No new speed brakes.
Speed brakes are there for a reason. Now you see this decel queue that's coming up on your nav display? That's your kind of reminder that you need to start slowing down by that point or sooner to make that Brando speed restriction.
What's it at Brando? It's 210?
210 or below.
Okay. Looks like it's coming down nicely. Would you do flaps 1 here or no?
Yes, I would.
Okay. I'm going to set flaps 1. Delta 213, Albuquerque approach. Cleared RNAV, RMP Zulu runway 26.
RNAV, RMP Zulu runway 26, Delta 21 tree.
213. Someone said don't use digits, single digits.
I use digits all the time.
Apparently you're not supposed to, according to the experts, whoever they are. I got in trouble for saying Delta 572. They said no, it's 572.
Some call signs are hard to remember. Some numbers just are hard and get messed up. A lot of times when that happens, I find if you read the individual digits, it really helps out.
I like the fact that you are a real-world pilot and you are giving us some real-world info, because I guess there's protocol and then there's what really happens.
But yeah, I mean, if a CFI is in the thing, a CFI is going to know the rules a lot better than I. And one thing I will say is, guys, I do have some bad habits. So by saying that radio is the way I do, I may be screwing it up. based on what the FAR say.
I'm bugging up 7,000 on the MCP. We want to be at Chinga at 7,000. And can you give me flaps 2?
Flaps 2. Speed is
173. It's a little bit slow right now, yeah. Change the range here. No, the range looks good, actually.
Now, once you get past Brando, that's the start. That's the IAF for the fix.
Uh-huh.
If you want, you can put, as long as you're in LNAV and VNAV path.
Yep.
Once we get past Brando, you can set 0 for your altitude.
Okay. Well, we're at Brando, so.
Yep. So you can, if you want, just a technique. You can set the 0 and just not have to worry about your altitude setting anymore. Yep. Once you're on the approach, you can set that to 0.
Yeah. I'll just set it to 6,000. It's fine. Because it'll go below 6,000 once I arm the approach. When would I arm the approach?
Oh, you don't arm the approach on an RNAV.
You don't?
No, it's armed now. Once you get LNAV, VNAV path, and then you make sure that you're... There's some stuff I didn't talk about, but see your RMP, ANP on your legs page?
Yeah.
You would reprogram this thing up for whatever the approach is, whether it was a 0.3 approach, a 0.1 or 0.15. I'm sorry, 0.15. We didn't do it in this case because the weather's nice, but no, you're on the approach now. I mean,
Flaps 5?
Flaps 5. There's nothing to tune up here. RNAV RMPs, it's all flown off.
I thought you had to hit the APP button.
No, that's only for an ILS.
Oh, see how...
Or localize. It's only a localizer or an ILS.
Wow, okay. I don't know why.
You're on the approach now.
I feel dumb.
But look how close this thing brings you into these hills when you get a little closer.
Delta 213, contact Albuquerque Tower, 120.3.
120.3, go to tower. So long, Southwest, Delta 213.
Yeah,
tower, good afternoon. Delta 213, about 10 miles to the south on the RNAV RMP Zulu runway 26.
Delta 213, Albuquerque Tower, clear to land runway 26.
Clear to land runway 26, Southwest, Delta 213.
Gear down?
Gear down. By the way, all views expressed here are strictly my own. Flaps 15.
I did it, sorry.
No worries. But you can also do, you got your speed brake arm also. What I do, just as a personal technique, John, when they clear me to land, I click the taxi lights on. It's just technique. It's just something I do to remind me that I've.
We seem really slow right now. Flaps. Go ahead and give me flaps 30.
Flaps 230.
Seems really super slow.
Yeah, it's because you configure. You don't have to configure quite this far up, but it doesn't hurt to either.
Oh, this is gonna be a tight turn. This will be fun. The RNAV 21 goes right over your house, and runway 26 from the north takes you right up against the mountains, yeah. Okay, 3 green, flaps 30, cleared to land.
We got to run a checklist, so it's going to be a speed brake is arm green light, landing gear is down 3 green, and flaps are 30 green light. 4-line checklist complete.
Thousand feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
What you really say here is you'd say 1,000 feet, airspeed is 136, sync is 800.
Wow, let's bring this right down. I don't know why. I guess I was arming the approach before when I was doing this.
You arm a localizer and you arm a, ILS, but those are the only two you're going to actually.
What about a GPS, an RNAV GPS approach? I wonder if I'd.
Nope, it's flying the magenta line. You don't hit arm on that.
Wow.
It's just when you tune a localizer frequency.
I feel really dumb. It's gonna take me right down, isn't it? Jeez, it's like cake. All right, yeah, there's the predictions coming in.
That's not. All right, 500.
All right.
An accurate
My
prediction, guys.
airplane.
Then you're at, get the aircraft. Accurate prediction. I'll check this complete. You're clear to land.
Clear to land, thank you.
A real good landing, guys, is in the first 1,500 feet within 5 knots of ref at touchdown.
200.
Trying to plant it for Chuck's purposes.
You don't plan it, but you just need to touch down the first 1,500 feet.
And I didn't.
Not over rotate like you just did.
Oh no.
Yeah, go around.
I don't have time to go around. Reversers.
Go around.
I don't have time to go around.
Tower Delta 213 is on the go.
Pops up.
Then landing gear up.
Yeah.
Then set missed approach altitude. And they would probably just level us off at probably 7,000 feet and then vector us back around.
Okay.
Excellent decision, Captain.
Self-vectorization.
All right, would you like flaps 1?
Yep. We're really slow.
Let me bug your speed up for you.
Let me do it because of the whole...
All right. 210's a good speed out here. I'd go 210 or maybe 180. Probably 180 and flaps 1 is what I would do, but
Yeah.
it's your plane. But see how you just went up above the flaps 1 bug there?
Yeah.
So coming up on increasing speed, when you hit those speeds, like at flaps 1 bug speed, you can go flaps up as long as you're planning on increasing above it.
Hmm. You can have it be at flaps 5 now.
Okay, go back to 5.
Do you set speed 180? Or actually, I'll do it because of the simisms.
Or you could just teardrop back around and land 8.
I'll just do 26 again.
Sorry, you get a smart co-pilot. You're going to need a guy doing the safety callouts like that too.
Yeah, yeah. All right, gear down, please.
Gear down.
And flaps 15 when we're able.
15.
Speed brakes are armed.
What's the smart key for the flaps?
I use a joystick toggle. Can you give me flaps 30?
Flaps 30.
Bank angle. Bank angle.
I'm bugging you back to the flaps 30 speed if you don't mind.
Yep. Yeah, it's working. That's good.
And a good FO would have this approach back in here for you so you could...
Bank angle. Bank angle.
Tower Southwest
Delta,
Tower Delta 213, just going to confirm or clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 26.
Clear to land, runway 26, Delta 213.
Think rate. Think rate. Think rate. Think rate.
IRL, that's an automatic go around, but
Think rate. 1,000.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
What you can do in this case to help you out, you want to go flaps 40?
Yep.
All right, flaps 40. New speeds could be 22, 27. I'll get that in there for you.
Roger.
In real life, I would be saying something else, but I want them to get on the ground.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Reversers didn't deploy. There they go.
Right extended. And negative deploy on the reversers.
Yeah, it's deployed on my
80
side.
knots.
Speaking of DC-10s, take a look to the right.
I gotta aviate first here. Taxi them a gate.
All right, 60 knots.
I don't think this is a good exit point. I'll go up.
No,
here.
go to the next one. Charlie's probably the best place to go, but you know your thrust is up at like 91, at least on my side.
That's not configured. I'm just trying to get my bearings here.
This next right's a good one.
Yeah. Okay.
And then right now you're pointed at the tower. That building to the left of the tower, that's all Kirtland Air Force Base. So we need to taxi across the north-south runway to get to the civilian side. All right, get myself an Albuquerque turkey sandwich here for $9.
Flaps up.
Get myself a regular sandwich. Flaps up.
Lights off. Taxi light on.
All right, so FO is going to do an after. FO is going to do an after landing flow, which is going to be start switches come off. Since we just did the left continuous that
Magic
leg,
sticks.
I'm going to switch it over to
Magic
right
sticks.
continuous.
Don't see any magic
I'm going
sticks.
to go steady on the lights, on the strobes and positions. I'm going to turn off the wing light. Beacon lights will stay on. I'm going to fire up the APU.
Brett Sand with the subscribe.
Going to turn off the window heat.
I broke
turn off
out
the probe heat.
I broke out the Invisisticks just for you, Brett. They made their debut just now. Master Caution came on for some reason. Thank you, Brett. I'm doing well.
Oh,
now.
it's because I'm doing my after landing flow, so I just turned off the window heat. The Master Caution came on because I'm throwing switches.
Okay.
Hey, this is pretty awesome. You're taxiing about 20 feet off the ground on my side.
We have different scenery.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured it was.
Well, this is Short Final Designs Albuquerque.
Any one of these parking areas here to the right will be fine.
Gonna go on the left side of that southwest.
All right, I'm busting you up.
Roger.
You're on the bus, boss.
Thank
You're
you.
cleared to shut down number 2 if you like. It's your choice.
Can you shut down number 2 for me?
Okay, I'm going to do an OJ.
Taxi light off.
I'm going to do an OJ and I'm going to kill 2.
Okay, coming in. Turn those taxi lights off because we don't want to blind those marshalers.
Taxi lights off.
This is the first time I've ever had number 2 killed coming into a gate. That's good stock option. Oh, need to turn over a little bit. There we go. There we go. Coming straight in. All right. Welcome to Albuquerque. Wow. We had 6,000 pounds of fuel left. That was good. Good planning. All right, I gotta go. Thank you, Chuck.
I hope that was worthwhile, and I know a lot of you guys know who I fly with. I'm just going to go on record right now. The procedures we're using here are not the procedures for the company I work for. They're really dumbed down. A lot of times you hear me stumble on checklists. That's because I'm using a totally different checklist. Any views I express here are strictly my own. They don't represent the company I work for.
Yep, very awesome. Very good. Very good
So,
lesson
John,
for me. That was really
was that worthwhile?
That was really enjoyable. Yeah.
So we need to do this again then.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Yep. For sure.
How many subscribes you get today?
At least 9, I think. I'll have to count.
And how many viewers do you usually have on a Saturday afternoon?
About 4.
It's YouTube. How many viewers you got there?
About 6. The Beast 458 loves you.
So, well, hopefully, guys, we'll get to do this again soon. And like I said, as I get a little more proficient, I'll be helping John out a little better. The only downside to this is you don't make any snack air money on this.
No snack air money, but we get snack karma.
Yep. Subscribes with this.
Yeah. All right. See you guys later. We're going to host up our friend, and we'll catch you guys soon.
See you guys. John, call me.
I'll call you.
As soon as you clear off, call me.
Roger.
See you later.
See ya.